See, the other day I was walking downtown minding my own black bohemian business when I was approached by a guy who was not so shy, and he said to me, "Empress Divine, I noticed you from behind. Not that you had that much wine, but it was still something about you that made me want to say hello." And as I looked at this brother, his body was ripped more than a red carpet runway. He had the face of a Shamar Moore, the swag of a Denzel Washington, and the articulation of a Dr. Miles Monroe. And he extended his hands and said, "My name is Brian, and I'm from Bryland, but I moved to Nassau 3 years ago because I'd gotten an offer at an offshore bank as a CPA." He says, "Now I know this may be too much information, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. See, I've never been married. I have no kids. I'm 35 and I drive a 2017 BMW 730i and I live in a loft over PI. But enough about me," he says. "Tell me something about you." And I said, "My name is Ivanesia. It is nice to meet you. My friends call me Ivy and my family call me Peachy." Now, I know that this may be too much information, but I'm going to tell you it anyway. See, I used to be deep in sexual sin. I had the face of a Queen Latifah and the swag of a Kanye. Trust me when I say that God has brought me from a mighty, mighty long way. I was not the same woman who you see before you today. Now, some say that I'm a prophetess and a modern day Deborah, but those titles mean this much to me because all I simply want to be is a woman of God. And he said, not to be rude, but even a woman of God still needs a man. And I said, a woman of God doesn't simply need a man. She needs a man of God, a man who's going to nurture to her spirit and cater to her soul. A man of God, the more she falls in love with him, the closer to God they become. A man who's going to take her to the altar and make her his wife, not a man who simply wanted to Netflix and chill on a Saturday night. Because see, I've been around the world and I sipped on a glass of Beyonce lemonade and found myself drunk in love with folks I ain't had no business with. But now that God has made me whole again, and now that I can love a man, submit to a man, build with a man, cater to a man, it will have to be a man of God.